Yes, guys, today I'm working on a dog for someone. They wanted a pink dog, and this little fellow, he's made out of this. You can find this in the laundry aisle, and actually it's really soap, and it's soft, and it smells fabulous. And the only thing that I'm doing is right now, since I've already got him built up and molded and everything, but I still need to do some, these are my tools, some last minute corrections, you know, to get him all smooth and you know, made out and you know, whatever you call it. But I'm just going to go around and around him, and I'm trying to make, you know, him look more realistic. So, and what I need to do right now is I'm going to carve this side to like right about here. And this is, and I'm going to come under and cut here. This is going to be his foot down here. I need to cut a little bit more back. Come in a little bit more. This is going to be his foot down below. This may look hard, but it's really not. You know, once you get the hang of molding, and this soap is so soft, you can just, this piece just came off of him, and usually I'll dump it in, well, not dump it, but I'll dip it in water, and you can mold it just like you molding clay. You know, it's just that soft. Some of it you have to have it sit, let it sit in a little bit of water, just a tiny bit, and let it soften up. Some of it's hard and some of it's not. This is going to be his foot. I don't know if you can see this or not. I apologize if I'm too far away. And I'm going to do this side the same way. I'm going to come down with my knife. I use a knife so that I can cut, and I use the edge of another knife so that I can mold. I really need some molding tools, but I wasn't planning on doing one more at the moment, but since I am, you know, this is I decided to film this while I was working on it. Okay, not really sure what kind of dog this is, but the more I keep going around and around, and the more I keep molding him, the more he's gonna look more presentable to you. And maybe you can tell me what kind of dog it is. He looks more like a hound dog, or maybe like a poodle or something. Okay, now if some piece comes off, all you have to do is just stick it back under, take some water to your finger, and just mold it back on. It's just like sculpting clay. It's just like, only a lot sweeter. It's a lot sweeter than clay. And I'm just going around and around just to shape him up. And here I have to put his eyelids on. So I'm gonna take, this part is hard. I'm going to put this in here and let this soften up. And as I said, I'm making his eyelids. I'm molding this small piece, and I'm putting it right here. Oh, and this soap, it could be found at Walmart, along with everything else. Also, as I said, you know, it's found in the laundry aisle. I need for this to face me to make sure that I'm doing it putting his eyelids on correctly, but since I want you to see it, I'm letting it face you for right now to let you see what you need to do when you get ready to make your dog. Oh, that's fabulous. Okay, and I'm going to take another little piece and I'm going to mold it. As I said, just like you're molding clay. And I'm going to stick this on. It's sticky, so it, you know, once it's sticky, you could you don't have any trouble with it sticking to another piece. And you can take your fingers. Sometimes you can just take your fingers and just you know, just mold it and combine it right on in. You need another piece for the edge. Well, I'm sorry, for the edge. I had it right, the edge. Yeah, this is, my son can draw. He can draw so well. I knew he had that ability, you know, anyway, but he and I did a project because he had to bring in, he had to do something. Oh, here it is. That's it. The eyes, I just put those on. And honestly, I made it with this clay. But he had to bring in a project made of a square. And since he loved SpongeBob back then, I asked him, did he want me to help him do SpongeBob? So we did. I cut out the shapes and he cut out some. And you know, of course, I helped him draw him. I held his hand and just got his little hands. And yeah, I think he got an A on that because they had it hanging up in the hall. Okay, now I'm gonna put his feet. I'm gonna make his toes. Oh, I didn't cut this one. Well, I cut it, but I didn't finish cutting it. But anyway, as I said, I helped him make SpongeBob, and it was so beautiful, and I think he had a real nice time. And then he started trying to sketch and draw a little bit after that, and I worked with him, and I helped him do some of his school work. I just guided his hands, you know, took my hands and moved his hands, and because I wanted him to do it, I wanted him to see the ability that he had within him. And after that, he drew this little, I had him, you know, he was suspended that year. I had him doing, well, not that year, but this particular day, and I had him doing work. So he drew this little tiny little round thing on the bottom of the page, and I looked closely, and it was a picture of a dog, and it was so beautiful. I got another piece of scrap paper out of my scrapbook, and I asked him could he draw that for me and draw it bigger while I check his work, and he said yes, ma'am. And when he drew that thing, I was just, oh my God, I was so proud of him. I knew he had that ability all along. You know, even if no one else believed in my son, I did. I knew he had that in him, just like I know he have the ability to learn and do what's right. Okay, so I'm going to keep molding and keep molding. And I hope we have enough time for you to see every mold that I do. Well, everything that I do with the dog. Okay, these are his eyes. I already put his eyes in, and I put his nose. I already did his mouth.